Right, so we're gonna just start working on what I wrote last time in these comments and go from there. All right, so Python writes the MPS file. Okay, so that is happening. What is happening in Point API? Write MPS. Okay, and then it passes the path. So from here we can app.js reads MPS file to string. Let's first see if we can see that. So pyodide dot fs dot um, read dir. Let's see where it's. Well, it should be in temp, right? Read dir slash temp, and then we're gonna console.log that, the output or the return of that. Let's see what we get back from that. Failed to execute post message on worker. Cannot be cloned. Do I still have that? Oh, I still have that code. Okay, I'm gonna go back into worker and remove this. So that's not gonna work. Um, I'll throw it in a comment down here, even outside of that, just because. I'll throw it up here. Change my mind. I'll throw it below this one though, so it's out of the way. Might come back to that. I don't think so though. Okay. App.js. So this hopefully should run now, and we'll see the file path, and hopefully we'll see that file there, if that's the right path. Interesting. Was that file or directory MBA? Oh, wait. Right file. Okay. Forgot about that. I was testing. Okay. Nice. So the file's there. Perfect. MPS file path. Okay, perfect. So that gets passed. Receive message in worker type solve MPS file path. Perfect. Okay. So it writes the file. Yeah, and then we need to read the file and pass it through as a string. So that would be, go back to this. Dealing with the file system. Grab this. Actually, no. This part. Actually, yeah, let's see what it's gonna log out here. So that would be MPS file path and file MPS file data. And we know that's there. We know that's right. Read file MPS file path, file data. Let's see what we get from that. So cool, we get the file data. All right, it's like instant, so shouldn't be a problem doing what. So that's done. App.js sends MPS string to worker via message. That's here. It's done as well. And let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Okay. MPS file data. And then that goes to the worker. The worker received type message.data. Oh, data. Oh, let's do. Yeah, it's fine. Let's do just type. Okay. And that should be solved, right? Yes. So type is solve, console.log. That's not going to work. For now, let's just do console.log. Const mps file data equals message.data. And then if mps file data, we'll log it for now. Yes, file data. Okay. Oh, I hit refresh. Okay, it's still logging. Right before it, it should say, where is that logging actually? Because right before that, it should say, well, it's happening from the worker. I don't know. I thought right before that it would say, MPSFD. I don't know. You can see it here. It's in MPS file data. Okay, so that's good. So if that, I think that's pretty much it. Oh no, and then the worker writes a file to its file system. Right. Okay. So the worker, I might as well use the same path. MPS file path, so MPS file path. Pass both of those in there. If MPS file path and MPS file data, then let's just log the path out. MPS file path, make sure that's coming through correctly. Should be. So we need a path and data, or else it's not going to work. Okay. Then we'll create um, a type error null. Yeah, kind of. I kind of do. How you doing? How you doing tonight? So MPS file. MPS file path. I'm doing pretty good. I'm finally back into doing some JavaScript and Python until I find an issue, and then I'll be back here. But that's good, because I was getting tired of C++, but only because I wanted to get this thing going, and I just didn't know it, but it was kind of cool to learn some of it. If type is solve const MPS file data, MPS file path equals message data. Good, and then okay, let's move all of this stuff in here. What is this? Move all of this stuff into this if statement. Format it. And, okay, so we have the file path and the file data. Standard output is blank, it's whatever. I'll actually do this. You know what, we could just combine this as well and solve LP and just get rid of this. Is that right? Why is that light blue? I don't know. Oh, because it's not a local variable, I guess. Yeah, that's why. Um, Standard output. How's your project going? The Husk, I think. Let's see. Return value, solve LP. So this will pass in MPS file path. Cool. Let's just put all this stuff together. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of that. I don't need that. So we need the file path, the file data, and the solver to be ready. Ah, you started boot camp. Nice, dude. Is it web development or is it something else? Console.log return string. I don't need that anymore. So return value is the pointer. The pointer gets converted to a string. Solution data. We free the memory, and then we go send the message back with the solution data. And it passes it the MPS file path. This should, in theory, work. Um, Interesting. Okay. Well, let's here just log before we go any further, uh, solution data, full stack web dev. That's cool, man. That's awesome. I know, I know a good amount of people that go through those boot camps and they come out, and if they put in all the hard work, because it is very fast paced, most of those boot camps. So you gotta like make sure you set aside a ton of time. But yeah, people come out of it and if they put in the work, they're ready to go. Like they can get a job pretty much right out. As long as you're posting, and most of the boot camps will have you post projects to GitHub anyways. I mean, that's part of the boot camp, but I would say if you have extra time, like try to make it a little bit better than the minimum requirements of the boot camp, and maybe even do some other projects on the side if you have time. It's really tough because it takes so much time, but yeah, if you have time and you can do projects on the side, that'll look even better because, you know, if they get a few candidates, they're like, oh, we've seen these. I mean, this guy went through boot camp. I mean, that's great, but you know, if they have one extra thing on the side, that's like one step above everyone else, right? But I would say for the most part, you probably could just go through boot camp, make sure you know everything, and then have the projects you do in class be good enough. Because you'll have probably at least a couple actual unique projects that you come up with, not just like the homework stuff. So it's awesome, dude. Um, and then from there too, like even if you're more interested in like Python or not necessarily web development, like transitioning, usually some good opportunities, I think, to transition to other stuff. But web development is like probably the most in demand, easiest way to get into the industry, I think. Okay, so message, console log, receive message and worker message data. All right, let's just try this. I mean, see if it works. It should hopefully go all the way to the C++ WASM. Okay. Oh, okay, nice. Well, we get an error message. Unable to open MPS. Oh, I never wrote the file, right. I never wrote the file. Okay. So that was the part yeah, that I erased, but I never did. Okay. What kind of dev work do I do? I mean, I've worked for companies. I do freelance stuff too. I've done some tutoring, a little bit of everything. I really like the freelance stuff, but it's really hard. At least it has been for me to find steady work. But when you get it, it's great. I really like that. And if you find good work, that's part of the reason I'm doing these projects is so if I go to get a job, I'll have projects because it's hard to, I mean, once you have a job, you could say you have experience, but like they're not going to take you over somebody that also had a job and they have some side projects, which shows outside interest, right? Other than just work. So that's part of the reason I'm doing this. Part of the reason is I enjoy it. Um, Another reason is for freelance. Freelance is pretty much impossible to find work from my experience, unless you have side projects that you could show. Like, yeah, I could not find any work without side projects. So I say if you ever were interested in freelance, get going on your side projects and have a nice portfolio to show them off. Because nobody's gonna probably hire you otherwise. But I don't know, maybe you'll get lucky or find a better way to do it than I did. Yeah. Um, but yeah, a little bit of everything. I've done tutoring. The tutoring, if I could do that full time and and it paid a little bit more, I'd probably prefer that over everything. That's my favorite. But I don't know, kind of everything, if you do it enough, probably you'd rather be doing something else a little bit more or whatever. At least like even the stuff I like, if I do it too much, it's like I don't know. Maybe I'd rather do something else for a little bit, take a break. But Yeah, the tutoring is probably my favorite, but it pays the least. And then the freelance, depending on how that works out, pays equal to a regular web dev salary or more or a little bit less. And then web development salaries can be pretty good depending. But the kind of stuff I've done uh is web development. Well, not necessarily web development, but pretty much all JavaScript work. I've done a little bit of Python work, even though I'm not that great with it, but it's mostly web development in terms of getting paid. I mean, not web development, just JavaScript. So Node.js, um, backend stuff, and some React, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Um, constant, yes. Okay, so we have to write the file here. But yeah, I mean, I saw the code you did for Husk. I mean, you're gonna you're gonna be well ahead of like almost every student, if not every student in your classes at boot camp. So Mm. Yeah. Oh, you're already starting? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's people go in there like either they've had no experience whatsoever and they don't even like prepare ahead of time, even though I think they should, and most boot camps tell you to, I think. They go in there just like totally not knowing what's up. And even some of those people, as long as they put in the hard work, they come out fine. Um, but yeah. And then there's other people that did a little bit of work ahead of time, like a week or so or two ahead, and they're okay. They're doing fine, and they end up fine as well. Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure you're like ahead of everyone, which is nice. It's nice to not feel like totally lost the whole time. That's a bad feeling. It's a really bad feeling. Um, let's see. Return value. Okay, so where do I write the file? Right here. So let's write it. Actually, let's just put it right here. So write file here. Right. Let me go back to this other file. Okay. So all we need to do here is fs dot. I could actually just copy paste from this example. Read file, write file. Here we go. Just grab this. So Pyodide, it's not Pyodide, it's just fs. Write file, and the path, mps file path. The data is mps file data. The encoding's UTF-8 should be fine. I could erase that. Erase that. All right, so let's see if I publish this now, if we still get that same error. All right, man. Nice to see you, and thanks for stopping by. Have a good one, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions from the boot camp. I mean, or anything about that. I'm not like an expert in terms of like job hunting or anything like that, but maybe I can give some feedback if you have any questions about that. So cool, man. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so we see something. So we see message received in worker, and here's what we wanted to see, and this is pretty amazing. We see this objective value coming back. It's a little bit different. And I was hoping that would go away, but it's not. I have a Discord, but to be honest with you, I don't really go on there. But I'll give you the link and maybe I'll start using it at some point. But I pretty much, the best way to get a hold of me is on this, on Twitch, because I do not go on Discord. But let me get you a link just in case I start using it. I think if I had a few more viewers, which whatever, if I do, that's fine. If I don't, that's fine. But if I got more viewers just to like, I don't know, there'd be more of a community to like, you know, have a Discord. But send the server invite link to a friend. So yeah, here's the server link. If you want to check that out. But yeah, again, probably won't answer you on there because I just never log into it. Like I have a another Discord account that I use on just a main account that I have different things I joined up to that I made before this, and I didn't. Maybe I should have mixed them. I don't know, but I didn't. So, anyways, there it is. If you wanna join it. But yeah. Again, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Um. So good news is it's solving. It does come back with a little bit different of a number there. I thought it was 368. But yeah, look at this. It's coming back and it's really quick too, right? Let me just see. Yeah, it's just instant. So that's not going to be an issue. That whole transfer the file thing and all that is not going to be an issue whatsoever. All right, cool. So now we're still having that split error. So we need to get the solution data back to the Python code. So how does that work? So self post message solution data standard input, and then oh wow, this actually might not be as easy as I'm thinking. Oh yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. So Python, wait, Pyodide, run Python code. Hmm. So it'll wait this, and then I need to return from this. That's all it is. It's not that complicated. Return. Um, but this is coming back from the worker. So self.postMessage, self.onMessage, worker.onMessage, got message from worker data. Did I see that in the console? Got message from worker solution data. Okay, so there it is. Okay. Um, let's do type, just like I did over here. Solution data. Probably won't be more message types, but whatever. Let's just see. Self.post message solution data. So let's do the same pattern over here. Console message dot data equals solution data. And solution data. So if, or not if, const solution data equals message dot data, and then if solution data, for now, let's just console d solution data, make sure it's getting back here. I can delete that. Actually, can delete that too. Okay, it's coming together a little bit more. Let's publish that. Refresh this. Okay. SD, there we go. Okay. So it's in here. This is going to be a little weird too. So if solution data, let me see something really quick. It's probably too fast to test it. Yeah, it's too fast. I think it's fine. I don't think it's blocking the main thread, but at least not noticeably. All right, so the solution data is coming back in here, and then what? I gotta get it back and return it from this function now. So we gotta do a weird promise thing like we did before. Uh, so we gotta do like promise function resolve, and then this will be like solution resolve equals resolve. Let solution resolve equals null. So new promise, solution resolve. So solution resolve if solution resolve. So if it already exists, don't do anything. Otherwise, you say, so you click if it's already not null, or if it's already null, sorry, if it's not null, you return, because that means something's going on. And then promise, is there a timeout? We could just set a timeout somewhere as well. It's a new promise. Here, let's do a set timeout. Set timeout function. And then I'll be right back in 1 minute. I wonder if I should set the timeout in here or when you click. Well, hmm, I'll do it in here. Let me think. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'll leave it here as a comment just so I maybe think about it later. Do 30,000, 30 seconds. Like it shouldn't even take that long. If it couldn't pull the file back, then something's wrong. So I think it would be fine. I just don't want to see this promise never go resolved. All right, solution resolve. Okay. Am I doing this right? Solution resolve. And then what am I doing right now? Actually, solution resolve. So you post the message, and when the message comes back, you call solution resolve. What does that do? That will set whatever came back to a variable, right? Let solution data equals null, and then return solution data or empty string? No, let's just do empty string to begin with. I might need to do some handling back in the Python to deal with this. We'll see. I want to see what happens. But, let me think about this. My base, so there's gotta be a better way to do that. So I'm posting to this worker. Have to wait till it's done. And to wait till it's done, I just want it to sit here until this is resolved. And then it will return. I don't know. It's something anyways. And then, let solution data. So this has to be global, actually. Okay, so get rid of that. I could set this every time though. Solution data equals empty string. So I should take care of that. So promise resolve solution data, and then if solution data, um, let's say solution string. If solution string, then we will set solution data equals solution string, and then call solution resolve. Yeah, I think there's got to be a better way to do that, but maybe not. I think that'll work. Because now the solution data is set, and we're returning it. That should get it back to the Python. To test that out, console.log async solution data, solution data. Okay. Nothing, huh? List index out of range. Interesting. So it's a different error. Hmm. It doesn't run again. Like totally crashes it. Okay. Okay, so solution is empty string. This comes back, it posts. This hopefully sits here. Oh no, we gotta wait. That's what I'm missing. Await new promise. That's what I was missing. Okay, I think. Hmm. It's never getting resolved. Dang. Oh, right. Solution string. That's true. Solution string. Solution string. There we go. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What is this printing out? I don't know, but it definitely did something. Wow. Read sol NPS function 1.1, all these logs everywhere. Um, that's in source updated. Where are all those logs happening? I can get rid of some of them. Read sol NPS function. Oh, okay. I actually wanted those. So read sol NPS function gives us this, I guess. So let's just do status and solution status. See what that gives us back. Read sol NPS. What? Oh, I gotta build pull for this one. Alright, I'll be right back while it's building. Alright, I misspelled. Status. Try that again. All right. Let's see what we got. So 1 and 1. Okay. So let's get rid of some of these logs. I don't care about them. Get status function. Yep, that matches up. Is that right? Yeah. And what else? This we just saw. We can delete that. All those other things sure could be fine. Okay, it's not really going to help me right now. So in problem.solve. That could be somewhere else. It's searching too much. I found it. Problem, self-problem status, which we know is 1, right? I think, let's, print optimal status. Let's see what this is. Alright, let's build it really quick. I think it's a 0, but maybe it's 1. And then we can try, replacing those row and column names. It's the next part to try. If this doesn't work. Oh, wow. Okay, optimal status is 1. Hmm. Okay, good to know. So this status log, probably like this. Yeah. Okay. Um, delete that. Okay, what else? What other stuff do we need to clean up? Not sure what that is. I already cleaned that up. Fantasy points. I did see LP. Don't need that. And clean this up, I think. Clean this up. This one. No, I'm gonna leave that. Get rid of that. Hmm. Did I put these here? I must have, right? I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of it though. Delete this. Return the actual status. Delete temp files. I want to test if this works. Test if this works. Alright, let's rebuild that and see what the output is now. This might have helped. I see 0.0. I do want to here async solution. I want to erase that. Async solution. Where's that? Actually, I think that's in here. So the solution data should be going back to Python, and then what? What's the next step? Did we get here? Print lineup. Um, optimized lineup. Try that. What did I change actually? I know I changed that. What else? I got rid of that log. And then I added this log, so could have just published instead of build it, but it's fine. So let's see if we see this and then what comes after that. And I'm doing the empty cache because I don't know. I've had some issues where it's confusing. So optimized lineup, we get nothing. Okay, that sucks. But a couple things to try. Couple things to try. The main one is changing the with the MPS file. What does the solution look like? I think solution data. I think that's the one I need to change. Actually, I would not mind seeing the MPS file data too. Let me, yeah, I'm gonna do this one first so I don't get confused. Publish. That's just for initialization. Oh, right. There we go. Hmm. Okay. So it has whatever the X's and C's. So that's not the one I need to change. The one I need to change should be the solution data, which has R's and C's. So I need to change the R's to C's. I mean, the C's to X's, and then the R's to C's. Which is not hard to do, but I might also change. Oh, that's weird. Does 20? Oh no, it's a different one. Oh, look, it's like all the way down here now. I wonder what that is. Maybe that other one always has one of those and it's in a different place. Let me look at that. Let me think about this. Where am I getting this file anyways? So this is coming from, like, where is this data coming from originally? It's coming from there. Is that right? Yeah, it's coming from there. Okay. And that's just loading from, I don't know actually, where is that coming from? Oh, that's coming from data because it gets loaded in here, down here. It's getting loaded in down there. It's getting read there. So I could just run this in a normal optimizer. I think I already did, but yeah, let's take a look at that actually. PyDFS test. Let's see, is it the same thing though? Cat FD. Do some spot check. So yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, okay. Probably the same file. Sure it is. All right, so let's look in temp. CD space ls/temp. Okay, so I think we already have those. All right, so cat cb. Cat temp cb sol. All right, so does this have? Oh, what? There it is. Yeah, it has all zeros. Dang, man. This is that same number though. Oh, you know what? It doesn't say optimal on mine, right? I don't think it says optimal. But then it has that other number too. And these are all zeros for both of these. Oh, no, this is only one. The other one is E8. Why is that not deleting faster? It's Alt, I guess. E8. Sol. Yeah, it's all zeros. Oh, this one's 368. Okay, so one of them's that way, the other one's the other way. Okay. All right, let's see this first line. Mine should say optimal, but what does it say? Oh no, it says optimal. Okay, never mind. And the second one, do these both say 369? I don't think that's a big deal. I think this could definitely be a big deal though. Just don't get that. It's just so far off from everything else. Let's see though. Let's just assume it's fine and change the column names. So first we'll change the C's to X's and the R's to C's, right? Yeah. Okay, so that is in the up here, solution data. So before I return it, let's say solution data equal solution data dot replace. We're gonna replace any R. We'll do this globally, any capital R. So any C with an X. That's not yeah. How do you do this again? Oh no, that's right. C with an X. Right. I think. JS string replace pattern. Yeah. And then same thing, but X with an R. I mean, C with an R. R with the C. Okay. Solution data. Does this return a new string with one, some, or all the matches? Oh no. Is this? Oh no, that's right. That's right. So it doesn't do it in place, right? Okay. I think that's good. Let's try public. And then refresh. We'll at least see. Am I still logging it? No. Okay, let's try that again. At least see if that replacement worked. Oh, look at this. Nice. Okay. Okay. There's no way we got the same lineups, right? Because of this. The deer fonts. I just hope it's not like way off. It is filling up. I mean, it's using up the entire salary. That's good. Well, the entire salary is 60,000, but it's using up most of it. All right, let's see how this compares. If it's the exact same output, I mean, then, you know. Okay, okay. So let's take a look. De'Aaron Fox, DeLon Wright, Donovan Mitchell, Josh Giddey, Andrew Wiggins, Brandon Ingram, Jaden McDaniels. It's a little bit different there. Okay. Kevin Love. So it replaces this guy with the other guy. And I did test the other one, right? I tested the older version, right? Maybe this just works better. I don't know. I hope. But this is 5,200 salary. What's the same? 369.10. 368.35. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, same salary. All right. Oh no, is that the second one? Oh no, it's the second one. 369.10. It's the exact same. Keegan. And then these three, Josh Giddey, Andrew Wiggins, Brandon Ingram, McDaniels, Love, and Valanciunas. Okay. There we go. Working. Nice. That's what I set out to do right there. I still would like to not do this. Seems this should probably be done by the C++ code working correctly. Returning or using the correct column and row names. Okay. I mean, this seems fine as it is. Make sure to destroy the proxies. I gotta remember that. Let's move this to the end of that. Okay. And this all works fine right now. Might want that timeout. There's one more thing I was just thinking about that I need to make sure I do. Can't think of it. Let's try more lineup. Let's try like 50 and republish. This is crazy. It's working. It's all the way working. Okay, let that run. As that's running, I can't type. Ah, that sucks. I mean, I can actually. No, not really. It keeps freezing. Okay. It's pretty fast though. I mean, it also might be freezing because of this over here. As soon as this is done, I'm gonna. Actually, I don't need to wait for this. All right. What I'm gonna do is close this and then click. Yeah, it's running and then I can't type. Okay. All right, fine. All right, well, next step then is this part. Where is it? Using Pyodide. Yeah, using Pyodide in a web worker. Obviously this has to happen, unfortunately. And it's not a big deal. I kind of wanted to do this no matter what anyways, so it's gonna be more of the same that we did before, I think. But yeah, for example, let's let's change this to um let's change this to do 50 as well. And then let's go to source test venv bin activate. And then let's run PyDFS test. So Python app.py. Okay, so let's run that, but let's make sure it's using Python 3. Python 3. Python 3 app.py. Okay, so let's let this run and I'll start this over on the side as fast as I can at the same time. And see how long it takes for both to finish, just to compare. So let's grab that. Okay, so it's a brand new start. And I'm going to move this over just so I can time them as close to the same as possible. Okay, so let's let that run and then click over here. So they're both running. Let's see what happens. It looks like the one in the console is a little bit faster, but let's see. It's about the same. The one in on the browser took a little bit longer to start. Nah, it kind of freezes up here and there. Or do they both do that? It's hard to say. Okay, so that's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. About 14, 15 seconds. That's not great, but surprised it's that much slower. Well, now that it's loaded up, let me try this again. So I'm going to try it on the left-hand side and then the right. So over here first, and then here. Wait, does it run again? Oh, it's only running the first time, so something in my code is making it not work the second time. But anyways, let's run it and then run this. It could be, oh, you know what part of it is too? Hold on. Part of it is this log. I think it's slowing it down. Oh, where is that? Yeah, this log here. And it does do a couple more steps. So let's run on the left first, give it a little bit of an advantage, and have this ready to go. So start it on the left, and then, wait, is that still, oh, it's still, hold on, forgot to publish. Um, okay, let me try that again. I'll let this load, I'll let it cache, I'll restart it, let it load. Okay, here we go. So left, starting, right, go. It does seem just a little bit slower and laggy on the left. It's not bad, but it's a little bit of an issue. Okay, that's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 14, 15 seconds. Oh, that kind of sucks, but it still works. Pretty happy about that. Um, Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna bookmark this. Move this over here. Close this for now. Close this for now. So there's two next steps. One of them, well, there's a few. One of them is getting this to work because that has to work. Can't have the web interface locking up. That wouldn't be that bad. Just show a loading thing, I guess. Like a picture rather than an animation. Would an animation be slowed down? Not sure actually. But show a picture, that should be fine, I think. Not sure about that either. Like an animated picture. Anyways, but anyways, yeah, I do want to get this working um, in the web worker. So that's next step. Step after that is get it working, like build out the Svelte app. I think I'm going to use Svelte table. Probably use this instead of like using my own table, but we'll see. And then if there's not some of the nice features in that Svelte table that I want, then I'll probably just use React because I know it has it in React table. Um, so build that out. That's a lot of work, a lot of stuff to do. And then as I'm doing that, or maybe yeah, as I'm doing that, I'll maybe implement the last thing, which is, well, I might be able to actually speed it up. So this node I have here, try these two things. And maybe even this is causing an issue. Yeah, look into those. That might speed it up, but also for sure, what will speed it up, I think, at least on some computers, is something I was looking at a while back. Is it here? Or is it porting? Porting right here, pthread support. Because again, if we look at this, they say you can build it. A parallel version. Now, following these instructions, so that's for Microsoft Visual Studio. So I don't know how hard that will be, especially for me, not knowing a lot about this, to do it without these instructions on my own, without Visual Studio. But and then getting it to work through this. But yeah, that's something at least to think about. I might not end up doing this. This seems, I think I'd rather spend some more time, even though it's interesting, I'd rather spend more time working on a new project, even if it's a little bit slow. But we'll see. And hopefully some of the other things that I want to try, especially that, well, there's two things. So if I do shared memory, I can write the file once in Pyodide from Python, and I don't have to then read it and rewrite it. I could write it once and then access it uh, from the other one, right? I think. So that should save some time. I don't know how much, but some. And the other thing would be try this. And then, yeah, the last thing I'll make sure this isn't happening, but I don't think it is anyways. But yeah, check that out. Because we're not returning anything from Python, right? Yeah. Okay. I wonder if I didn't print how fast it would be. I wonder if I just did, is that printing optimized lineup every time? Yeah, it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna store these in an array or list. So lineups. Lineups equals that. Lineup is it add? Pretty sure. Python list add. Append, uh, lineup. Okay. Let's just do that because I will need to have these in a list anyways, so I think. All right, let's see if that makes it any faster. I have a feeling it won't, but let's try it out. This will be the last test, and then I think I'm going to take a break from the stream before I work on maybe try to get a handle on it, and then start streaming. I already looked at it before, but yeah. Maybe make a little demo of it working outside of this project. We'll see. All right, let's at least try this comparison. I'll throw this one. Actually, you won't be able to see anything going on over here, so I'll just throw this one here. All right, let's try it again. Actually, I did it the wrong way. There we go. So I'll run this one first again, give it an advantage. Let me do print. Go. Let's do publish again. So I want to know that's working. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. So it's doing something. Probably just should have done 25 instead of 50, but or like 20 or something, whatever. I think any less than that, it doesn't give it enough time to like slow down and whatnot. Okay, so that finished there. It's still going on the left. 3, 4, 5. Is it still going on the left? I thought. Oh, there it goes. Wow. Okay. It's about 15 seconds every time. So the printing to the screen didn't really slow it down, as far as I could tell. All right. I think I've been going for what, an hour as usual? A little over an hour, but yeah. Hey, it's working. I'm happy. Next step is just to make it work better and then put together the interface. Cool. Thanks for watching. See you next time.